Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Got the football game on. Oh, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Sunday, or no, it is Thursday night, and we are ready to get into another one. We're about to do it, the penultimate episode, Only Murders in the Building, episode. It is Thursday night, and we are ready to get into a while. That wasn't me. I don't even have YouTube on. That couldn't have been me. Ha! Not this time. What's up? We got two of the best in the business going on. What's happening tonight? We got the one, the only Fandom D Saint. What's happening tonight?
Yo, what is good, everyone? And oh my gosh, it finally happened. The confirmation all of our Putnam stories are true.
Oh, Putnam don't lie. Putnam just puts a little something on it, just a little something extra. That's all. It just embellishes.
Put a little
Ain't no little extra, man. The man was right about everything, down to the nipples.
Oh, right down to the nutty wubbies. What's up, AK? Guessed it. How we doing tonight?
I am here, man. I'm ready to talk about this episode. I cannot express how happy I was to see so many of the things that we said was in the possibilities coming in. Let's get into it.
Keeps me hopeful that we might even have some more coming for episode 10. We might have guessed even more. What's up? We got some legends in the chat. We got Jake out there. We got Jackie C, John Haymaker. What's up? We got Sarah's out there. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How do we like this last episode? Oh, we guessed some, we didn't guess some, but I think we got more right than we got wrong, and I'm really hoping that we're going to nail a few more in the next episode. Oh, Only Murders in the Building, Season 4, Episode 9, Escape from Planet Congo. And we know right out the gate, like the one Saz hit was indeed, of course, going to be Marshall. And you think that was a setup, like, and he let Saz hit him on purpose, doing whatever it took to get on set, AK?
I don't know. I don't think he's that clever.
Wow. How about you, Fandom? Was that an accident, or because I mean the girl?
I think it was an accident. Like he seems like clumsy, just like when he got caught on fire near the end of the episode we saw. I'm like, dude,
yes,
some bad luck.
She turned around and she's like, "Oh my!" Like she wasn't even like, "Are you okay?" or anything. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I teach that in my advanced teaching class for advanced stunts." And then she's like, "Have you ever thought about being in the movie business?" Or she's like, "You ever thought about doing stunts?" And he never said no or no, I'm not in the business or anything. He just said, "I'll do anything to get on set." So that just tells me that this man was already a stunt man, and basically that was a setup for him to meet Saz and get on stage. What's up, LK? I see you out there. That's how I am.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he's that smart in putting this research together. But also, have you met Saz? That is exactly what the hell she would say. Saz automatically can like see through bullshit.
Saz just being Saz. I don't know. That was
right. It's literally Saz being Saz.
No,
Sarah agrees with you. I understand the long game plan, maybe, but I just at this point I don't think that's what was in his brain.
I'm a gambling man. I'll put money on it. That was a setup. He did that. Like I said, she looked right at his ass and said, "I teach that in my advanced stunt class." Like that was a stunt move. If she would have backed into him, he would have fell back, gotten run over, getting pushed back. He wouldn't have rolled up over the top of the car. That's just not how physics work. Like, I'm just not buying it one bit. Marshall said he was trying to be a writer, but wouldn't mind getting on set. Like, he said he'd basically do anything to get on set. Don't give Marshall that much credit. He's a dunce. Well, that's the other thing we're going to be talking about, because I think some things got said, and there were hints, and 100%. We just get into it. Is Marshall a twin?
You seem to be hinting that.
I'm telling you, this whole time we've been getting the number 2, the number 3, Bev's up there. And the way that was the other thing, like later on we'll talk about it, but when Bev Mellon was talking to Mabel and they were sitting there and she's like, and the brothers sisters I'm starting to think aren't even identical. That was so out of whack and out of care. Like, what? That makes no sense in this. Where's the context for this conversation? That was so out of left field. That was like, hey people, there's twins going on. Have you figured that part out yet? I was like, oh.
And she said it's still late in the game. I'm like, you're telling me this whole time you've been around them and now you've noticed it?
Yeah, that was just so ridiculous.
Someone very easily could have been adopted by the other one's parents.
Wasn't he always on the set as PA? Who was? Not Marshall. Or I don't know what that guy was doing on the lot.
Hold on. Actually, no. I think there's merit in that. Where was that parking lot that they were at? Because if he was walking around with what looked like, whatever script he was working on at that time, he could have been going on to the set.
Possibly.
Because I don't, and again, I don't think he would have had to have like stalked Saz all around the way to try to set that up, and I don't see why he would go that route. So I think if that parking lot was at the filming location, then it's highly possible that that he was already there and it was just an accident.
Nope, no twin. Marshall stole the script, changed his name, and started shooting. I don't think so. I think there's two people. They've been dropping
involved.
They've been dropping this twin thing so often. I'm like, dude, this, and he was even acting a little different. One's like more like a little more chill, like seem more like, oh yeah, sure, okay, and one's like a little more like in your face, kind of. I don't know. One just seems more laid back, and one's like jittery almost, like up in it.
So which one of them actually does the stand-up comedy?
Right? That would be the nervous one, I think.
Maybe
the jittery one, though. That's a good question. I don't know if they've been switching in and out in front of Mabel and them. I don't know if Mabel and them have even seen the other Gwen. I don't know if they've even dealt with the other twin. But the way they dropped and said all these nuggets throughout this episode, I'm like, Marshall is a twin. I don't think Mabel, I'll take it to there. I don't think Mabel's in trouble. We're like, oh my God, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're sitting there talking shit to the murderer when you're trapped with him in a room. Are you nuts? I think we're going to find out he's not the murderer. His twin is. I don't think he killed Glenn Stubbins. I think his twin did.
And again,
here's the thing.
Charles will sleep with Jen, so who knows?
Yeah. But what if? Let's say we give him the benefit of the doubt, and maybe he is this smart coming up with this. What if he honed in on Saz because his brother did actually work with her for whatever random project and something happened to him and he died, and to lose your twin that could be very traumatic. So maybe he developed a split personality to help cope with that. And it is only one person. Twins are involved technically, but it's just him switching back and forth to go after Saz and to cover up all the shit that's unraveling now.
Possible, but yeah, you who thought it was triplets even way back when, not down with the twin theory?
No, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. That's what I'm saying. Like the one twin died, and it's still we're seeing it as it's two different people, but it's just a split personality. So it's still the twin effect is still in there. I like it.
Yeah, I'm with it, John. That's where I'm dying on that hill. He's got a twin. I don't think it's him. The neck may have helped him. That you want to talk about some out of left field shit. What was that about?
Oh shit, I think that's the second time like he fell and he like threw papers in the air too. That's interesting. Now I'm thinking about it.
He's talking about Jimmy the Neck, the freaking off the wall mafia freaking dry cleaner that we got all this information out of left field on at almost at the
yeah.
It's like
the dry cleaner seemed like could be like season 5.
Yeah, like maybe that's the next season. Like why did we need to know any of that? Like what are they honing in on that for?
Unless Paul Rudd is coming back in the season as
He's gonna be the Jimmy the Neck. He's gonna be the Neck. I love it.
He
might like his third role.
Shit that was going down. I wouldn't put it past them.
Somebody still says a script. That's why you would murder someone. That's the other thing we're going to get to. I don't think that Marshall killed Saz. I think that, like I said, I am still sticking with 3 murder boards, 3 different murders, which basically we're at. I don't think
We'll
Marshall
see.
has a twin, but has a partner in NYC. We shall see, but I'm going with the twin right now. I feel like, just like I said, the way Bev was talking about twins, and there was like another little nod when talking about twins this episode. I was like, oh my God, what are they trying to tell us? Like,
Is she the mama?
It's who?
Bev is the producer, right?
Uh-huh.
I think I'm the wrong person.
Yeah, Bev's the producer.
I mean, is there any chance or possibility that she could be his or their mother?
I mean, there's always a possibility, but I don't think so.
Discarded. I mean, yeah, it's a reach. Just random thing dropped in my head.
I think Bev has to do with the Saz murder. I don't think Marshall has to do with the Saz murder, but Bev does, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, this woman was in her freaking trailer trampoline park with a gun. Like, we're just going to just let that go? Like, oh, yeah, I was just here doing what? I mean, come on.
I mean, well, do you think then when Saz made that phone call that what she said it's a problem with that? Do you think that like that's why she went after Saz, because she was trying to, whatever Saz was saying the problem would be?
Like I was saying a few episodes ago, I think she'll do anything to protect this movie because she has everything invested in it. And when Saz is calling her up saying we got this big problem, she's going after Saz like, I'm not going to let you screw up my last big chance. And I think she has. Makes sense. I think Bev has to do with his, and I don't think they were together a couple or anything, because like I said, when we heard that message, it did not sound like Saz knew her. So
yeah, she couldn't kill. Remember, she had proof that she was somewhere else.
Yeah, but was it proof? She had a picture.
Yeah,
and
two alibis.
And the picture, her phone was like the hours were all messed up. I mean, no, AK, you said your phone's glitched before, but I'm just not buying that. She was supposed to call 3 hours later, and she was supposed to be on the West Coast. That would be a completely different time. So she was on the East Coast when she got that call. So I don't think she was even at that gala. That picture was something else or whatever. But yeah, I think she's lying. There's so many. That's the other thing. Lying is another big thing.
Well, yeah.
What's that?
So Photoshop is a thing. You could easily doctor up an image to make it look like it came from someplace else.
Yeah, or just take that picture, slide it into another folder, snapshot it, because it'll take the picture when you put it in that folder, snapshot it like that's the original one. And I mean, just like, oh yeah, see the dates right there. That's when I mean, that would not be that tough. That would be super easy to switch up. And like I say, something about the time when she says she's out west and the time is 3 hours earlier. She's in New York. She was lying. And lying is just a huge thing. That's the other thing. I mean, the Westies are all full of shit too. I'm not buying anything they're saying. They killed Dudenoff. We're gonna find out about that. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's an accident." Bullshit. That whole thing was all lies. All lies. Why is her face scratched off? Why does Vince still have a picture with her face scratched off, and now they're just all lovey-dovey? None of that adds up. And they told us everything Rudy K. He was just making up lies on the fly, going and then just telling, oh yeah, we lied about that too. Oh yeah, and we lied about that. Yeah, it was sad, but yeah, dude, he's telling us we're all a bunch of liars. Don't believe nothing we say. So yeah, absolutely insanity. I don't think Bev is involved. She just gave context to things like Marshall being a crappy writer. She did, but she's also out in a trampoline park that nobody knew about with a gun. Why? With lights right next to her that she didn't turn on.
You still got to explain that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, she could have been in there with lights looking for something. She was in the dark with a gun. Why? Firing it off too, just capping it up.
Looking for that script.
Yeah, looking for something. Looking for clues to find Saz to see if she's still alive, but she may have killed Saz, so now she's got to look for these clues for herself because she killed her. Like, yeah, something is off the charts with Bev for sure. Yeah, everything's acting like it's all sewn up. They're going to throw so many curveballs in episode 10. Everybody's going to be like, wait, I thought the Westie thing was done. No, the Westie thing ain't done. I mean, none of this stuff's wrapped up. So yeah, it's going to be an insane finale. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But I love how at the hospital, they thought that they'd be able to like get that fake Irish accent through on an actual Irish nurse. I mean, this whole opening had me on the floor. Are you kidding me? Especially after she already heard Charles talk. She's like, oh, well, the accent's new. I was dying.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what that reminded me of? You know what that reminded me of? It gave me all notes of our good wolf brother from another mother across the pond.
Of course.
I feel like that actress and the character represented them their people quite well. Because John would use more cuss words, but if that was him, he would have basically said the same thing she did.
Oh my God. Then she was like, did you really bring beer because he's Irish? Like, what? Did you bring some corned beef too? He's like,
I was dying.
Charles, if you don't go to your damn room. Go to your fucking
he started slowly putting that brown paper bag behind his back. It was over. I was off. I was done.
Like the whole hallway can't smell what's in that bag already. This is food from a New York deli. Okay, that should be fire.
He can just kill anyone at any time. No one. It'd be a little easier there, I think.
Accents. He does a little bit, a little tad bit. Not by much though.
Oh, should have had some Jameson. Didn't they might have had some Irish whiskey. They had it all. And then the Ouija board. Come on. It was above and beyond. Literally had me laughing out loud like this whole time. This show just gives you so much. Even like if you didn't care about like trying to solve the murder, it would just be entertaining to watch regardless. Like it is just a fun show. Like
it's the ridiculousness of it all.
Dude, what'd you do when he brought out that Ouija board talking about in case he can control it with his mind? I was like, what is happening in this scene? Like, how many times did they get you laughing out loud, literally, fandom?
It was so many times, especially the Oliver scene. It's my favorite character yet.
Dude, he was slaying it this one. Absolutely killing this episode. Oliver said Saz gave him the beer the night that she died. Why would she give Oliver the beer with a script in it?
Because remember, she said she had something to tell Charles, so maybe that's why she had it like at least tucked in there.
But why is she giving the script to Oliver then?
Because remember, it was his play. So then she was like giving him as a gift was the beer.
Emergency contact.
I just don't understand why she would be high. First of all, why put it in the beer? Why is the script even in the beer? Why is it not in an inside coat pocket? Like somebody's watching me. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Or maybe she thought she was going to die. Or maybe that's why she didn't want Charles going upstairs to get the bottle. She's like, no, I'll get it because there's something dangerous going on. So I'll go get it.
That's possible. That it's a place that no one would think to look for any stolen memorabilia.
But that's just why. Why go that far? Why is she hiding it?
I don't know. Any number of reasons. That's the part that we need answered.
I was just like, why is it?
I think the writers were thinking that ahead at that point in time.
And then the thing the giant tamer kept bringing up right out of the guy, I just love the little things that she like notices and says. But she's like, how is that beard like staying open? And I was like, because she's like, how are they holding it by the handle? Because if she opened it to put that thing in there, what did she glue it back shut? That thing would be so flimsy and open. You could Oliver, like Charles was walking through the hospital just holding it by nothing but the top handle. If that thing was open for her to slip a thing in,
all those bottles would have fell out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like little things like that. I mean, I love when the giant tamer catches shit like that. I was like, I have no answer. I can't answer that.
Smart, you know your woman. Look, in the words of Ron Weasley, always the tone of surprise. You know who this woman is. Come on.
So who's really been writing the notes, huh?
Yeah, right. Like,
right. we stand the giant tamer out here. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
We are number one fans.
She's been dropping a couple of them. I was just like, I can't stop thinking about it. I don't know how they're holding it and how they did it. And I guess she glued it back together or something.
I know she probably ain't gonna do it, but that's literally black background, like off screen commentary. That would be great.
I know she does need to do that. You have to get her up one of these times. Also, love how Mabel said like she would take that free case of beer if Oliver didn't want it because she's such a good friend. I know a lot of people would be a good friend. Yeah. Free case of beer from Belgium. Let's go. I'll take it off your hands. Peasant beer my ass. Let's go. And of course, after giving it, he's like ready to get. So Charles offers an inch, and Oliver instantly wants to take 10 miles. Like Charles simply offered to take the man out for a simple drink, and Oliver like flips it into having him thrown a complete bachelor party. I was like, what? What's up with your guy?
I mean, wouldn't you want to?
I mean, if somebody's gonna offer to take me to drink, I'd be happy. I'm not gonna try to make you flip a like $10,000 all A-list freaking bachelor party for me.
See, hold on. See, that's the thing, though. Who did Oliver think was going to be coming to this party? We've seen, bro. You literally do not have the admiration or respect that you carry in your brain. And
Wait, what? All those stories with him and the celebrities? What you mean? We got a bunch of A-listers going there. And Charles.
Charles could probably get access to them. But what I'm saying is a lot of them have some type of random issue with him. This would be a bachelor party that is literally just for him and Charles. So all of the extravagance, nah, I was on Charles' side for that, bro. You being fucking insufferable. We don't need the drama. And we know Oliver is always the drama. Extra. Yes, thank you.
I love Sarah. She says, I think the beer was just the sugar stunt bottles. Amazing. She goes to give one to old boy. She's like, you don't get a beer. You get one of these fake ones.
That's not a bad.
I thought it was Old Milwaukee at first. No, that was Belgian. Doesn't matter how much you spend. Charles doesn't know A-listers. What are you talking about? He said.
What are you talking about? He's Brazos. He absolutely knows A-listers. He may not socialize with them too much anymore, but he knows them and they know him.
That was so good. While waiting for Glenn to wake up, the trio noticed the bartender from Concussions has just shown up. And after some back and forth, they realized Glenn wasn't the one that was beefing with Saz. He was the one that replaced the one that was beefing with Saz. Now, first of all, is there anything like, is he just there to like give us anything, or do we need to worry about this bartender? Are we looking at him sideways about anything other than just like filling in some questions we need answered?
Man, he could have answered our question. Like, who was it? Oh, only person who knows is, the director, Saz, and him. I'm like, what do you mean? There's a bunch of people who were there.
You know what I'm saying? There's hella people on that set. Yeah.
One of the few times where our customary answer of because plot is like Oliver fucking insufferable. Like, come on, y'all. It was like the Glenn fake out on The Walking Dead. Yeah, y'all doing this too much. Okay, again, we in season 4. You can't be pulling this same old high school season 1 shit.
So now the problem is the only ones who know are Glenn Stubbins, Saz, and the director, who just so happens to be none other than Ron Howard. So our trio are able to connect a few dots and realize there's motive now for whoever the person is to kill Saz and Glenn. So it looks like Saz was the original target. Then right before we roll the credits, Oliver drops the best line of the show. Finally, a celebrity. I was like, shit. That's like 3 times they had me laughing out loud before the opening credits hit. I was like, we're in for a good one today. I was like, let's go. And I mean, where can they even go from here? There is no up, only lateral moves. Like, I mean, they dropped Tom Hanks' name I don't know how many times. Is he going to end up making an appearance before it's over, fandom?
Well, they can't afford Tom Hanks. Get out of here.
Shit, they got Ron Howard. They got Meryl Streep.
Okay, but what has he done?
How much money they got left?
I'm saying, right? That's true. I mean, the budget's blown. These people are getting paid nowadays, though. This is the hottest show out on television, so they're all.
That's why everybody want to be on it.
Exactly. Oh, their phones are blowing up.
I expect the Avengers and the X-Men to show up at some point.
God,
and they're already in New York. They already in New York.
Ha, Tony Stark, where you at? Then we get one of the best parts, or we get the best part of every episode. And as soon as I saw that glaring monstrosity, I was like, there's got to be another smaller one. And of course there was. So what's up, fandom? How many times did it take you to see that big thing?
Twice. On the second time, I'm like, oh, it's that. It's the green screen.
Young man.
Holy shit.
I see it for any of y'all that weren't here like from the very beginning. I usually do not catch a lot of these opening changes. This is one of 2 this season that has been just blatantly obvious, and I couldn't help but see it the first time.
Oh, so
So
good.
I'm very surprised to hear fandom say
Hey,
we
when
have
the, when
to
the,
watch
when
that
the
more than
episode dropped at midnight, I was a little bit tired. I needed to quickly watch it. So maybe the first time I was like a little dozing off.
Yeah. Tom Hanks doesn't need the money. He would do it for kicks. I agree 100%,
right.
John.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
100%.
I agree.
This
You
is
know
just
what
a
would be
thing.
super meta if they would get his son on here for some random fuck shit, because his son is about random fuck shit in real life.
Oh, they need to get Chevy Chase on the show so we can have the three amigos back.
Say that
would be
shit again.
dope. That would be
Say
dope.
that again for the people in the back. I stand that comment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Here's my guy.
That would be good. That would be amazing. Just the meta alone. So we got the green screen, and what's up, AK? Did you notice the other little one? I think Phantom already said it.
No, actually. I kind of had an inkling of something, but to fine tune the slowdown on it, I just didn't want to do that.
Did you find Did you find the second one before the first one, Phantom?
No, I found the second one before the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was like, that can't just be
What was the
it.
second one?
It was Howard walking Gravy and Sevlin outside.
It was weird because he wasn't even in this episode.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know.
I was multitasking. Yeah, I was
Neither-
multitasking watching this, so I didn't catch that. I didn't see that part of the opening.
Yeah, neither animal.
You just happy you saw the green screen. You're like, up, I'm done.
Okay, so wait.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's right. As soon as I saw the green screen, I said, "Oh shit, there it is, right there."
When I saw something that big and glaring, I was like, "There's definitely going to be a smaller one. There's definitely."
Okay, so hold on. If Howard is not Howard isn't in all the episodes, but we do still see him in the opening credits, or have I just really not been paying attention? And
no, he's always in the opening credits.
He's not there.
I think since season, I'm not sure if it was in season 1, honestly. No, because wasn't the woman who got murdered always like walking her dog in like season 1?
Bunny?
Yeah, I think she was the original person who always like walked something in front, and then it switched over to Howard.
It was a parrot. They were walking a bird. It was walking a bird, but was it Bunny or Howard walking the bird? Maybe
it has to be Bunny because she's one with a parrot.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
but
yeah,
yeah,
it sounds like Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the bird she was walking though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was pretty classic. But yeah, what's up, Jake? You don't think that was his? You don't think that was either one of his pets?
That's exactly what I was just thinking, actually, since y'all said that.
Because that looked like Gravy and Sevlin to me.
I mean, maybe he acquired. I think he's saying that he stole the animals. At least that's how I interpreted it. Howard is the replacement for Bunny in the opening.
Howard is always in the opening credits.
Okay, so he is always in there. On the newer season. So first season it wasn't him.
It was Bunny walking the bird, which makes sense.
Okay.
The bird. There weren't any changes first season. Well, yeah, but ever since episode 1, they've always had they've been dropping cliffhangers in the opening credits since the very first.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, yes, that just solidified in my brain. I do remember that. Yeah.
So there's that 3 again. 3 murder boards, 3 podcasters. Howard and his 2 pets are walking, 3 walk-in. And I still think there's going to be a 3rd murder this season. And we basically got it. I mean, we got it this episode. So yeah, it's the 3 is harsh. 3 is going on. So it might even still be triplets. Which one of the triplets did it?
Who was the second one? Because it was Saz. Is there somebody in between Saz and Ant-Man?
Well, we don't know. Dudenoff was probably before, but we got Dudenoff, Saz, and
before.
we got Dudenoff, Saz, and now Glenn Stubbins. And I think somebody's absolutely about to get murked in this wedding that's going to happen next episode. So
yeah, there's all signs that it's about to be the Red Wedding.
Because technically, Saz got murked last season, so not exactly sure about Dudenoff, and which Dudenoff should have been first. But yeah, so we'll see. There's going to be another one. There might even be 2 murders next episode. Oh snap! Watch out.
Oh, what is that? Centuplets? 5? Yeah, centuplets.
So then we'll open back up with Saz getting her protege all gassed up for the big stunt that he was about to pull off, and even gave him her dad's lucky fireproof vest. And it's like, I don't know, start getting nervous right away because that thing looked tattered as hell. It's like, that thing's still keeping anybody safe. It's like, it might be time to retire that thing.
She's back to her safe though.
It did, but man, sometimes you just got to get a new piece of gear. Back to our trio, and Oliver states that he's been waiting to tell for ultimate impact, but he and Ron Ron are close personal friends. And like Charles said, you know it's true because he called him Ron Ron. I was just lit. While Charles and Oliver were like old man back and forth, Mabel decides to go talk to someone that may actually be able to help her locate one Mr. Hanks. She's like, you guys are worthless right now. I am out. So she heads up to see Bev Mellon, who is more than a little down about the current movie situation. And dropping another little nugget, asks, where's the movie I fell in love with? Again, telling what a shit writer Marshall is. So right there, letting us know that this Marshall is not the real writer and something is shady as hell about it. And yep, just about to answer everything we called so many episodes ago. So Mabel says if Bev's lead lends them to help him find Ron Howard, then when she gets back, she'll help Marshall with the rewrites. And while talking to Bev, she made a weird comment, like I was saying earlier, about how those brother sisters aren't even twins. Like, it was just so weird and random and off the wall. Like, you just realize most of that conversation was about Marshall. They're talking about twins. That just made, I mean, to me, that's just blunt as hell. Marshall has a twin. Like, that's just where I'm at with that. Like, is that what's, and that's what I'm like, is that what Saz meant by tap in? Like, it's a lookalike, aka twin that did this?
Oh shoot! I didn't even think of it that way.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
That's what I'm starting to get.
But I will roll that into the portion of the theory I was saying earlier because it fits so well together.
They can't have the two actually
get married.
Yeah, I don't know. They might not get married.
Yeah, I don't see that either. I see Loretta dying.
There's gonna be a it's not Loretta. Don't kill us.
Yeah, that really just jumped into my head as soon as you said it, Phantom, at the same time. Like, yeah, they're not gonna get married because she's gonna die. That I don't want that. Not only would that be devastating for us because she has been a shining star since she's been on the screen with us, but that would break Oliver.
Like, why would you get married in a place, in a building that constantly has murders?
Because they're nostalgic drama queens like that.
There's definitely gonna be a murder at the wedding. Sometimes he walks the pits. Oh yeah, definitely in the opening credit. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go down. I think that's what's up, and I think that's what she meant by tap in. It's like it's a lookalike, it's another face, it's a twin that did this. So keep your eyes open. Like, what you think of as she's dying, bleeding out. No, that's not what Saz meant. She was telling Charles to solve the murder. She left him the clues. What clues? What clues did she leave? She taped up a freaking thing in a box and then gave it to Oliver. Like, I still don't understand that. Why not give it to Charles?
It's weird. It's really weird.
I don't want her to die, but I don't think Oliver should be married. Yeah, plus, I mean, you can't afford to just keep Meryl Streep. I mean, you can't keep the goddess around forever. She's come in, she's done her due. Kill me off and let me get on with it. I think that's where that's.
She's also shite at marriage.
Our crew make their way to the shooting location of Ron Howard's movie, and of course, they think they'll be able to just schmooze their way right into the set, but have absolutely zero chance of doing so. That security guard was not having it. Like, can you imagine all the crazy stories like a security guard like that must hear with people trying to sneak on set? That would be an amazing job. You would hear all of it. I mean, somebody's got cancer, married to somebody.
I've worked backstage on different random shows for a summer, and yeah, you get all types of people trying to come up with like their best, Guinness Book of World Records lie to be told to get in. So yeah, I did everything in that scene. I think held up 100%.
You would just hear it all. I'm somebody's wife. I'm somebody's girlfriend. They left their lunch. They left their money. They need their medicine. Like trying to get at the stars. Like they'd be saying it all. Charles was talking about Brazos, like, your dad probably used to watch, then said nominated for an Emmy. I was like, no, you didn't. Didn't even say one, just trying to hold sway with nominated. I was like, get the hell out of here with that. It was so good. Then Mabel tries to juice through, talking about, we have the most popular podcast sponsored by, a deli, the most popular podcast sponsored by a deli chain. I was like, what are you cats talking about? This guy's just looking at him. But as usual, neither one of them held a candle to Oliver trying to squeak through.
And he was telling the damn truth.
Oh.
He should have just said, like, yo, just tell Ron.
When he was telling that guard, he said, "Don't tell Ron on this." I said,
well, what was it? The hot tea or hot soup or whatever like that. How many times are we going to repeat this? Like even Mabel and Charles were looking at him like, what the?
This amount of times, like he kept saying it, I'm like, yo, he truly is telling the truth, truly.
And it's so wild because while they schemed to try to get in there, they just fucked it up, and neither one of them could do it. But Ron was going to be coming out right after they got booted out the door. It's just the poeticness of it all.
Absolutely correct, LK. But yeah, it was too good. It was too good. And you're right. At least they didn't try that line. Do you not know who I am? Like, look at me, Brazos. Your dad used to watch. I was dying.
And that's definitely something Charles and Oliver should have said.
He was like, "Sir, if you don't take about 50 steps back," I was like, but as luck and of course plot convenience would have it, a stage manager mistakes him for extras and gets him right through. And while filling out the paperwork, Oliver very excitedly says that he was now going to have to change his emergency contact information to Loretta. Poor Charles looks so devastated after that. Like, if it's Loretta that gets sniped at the wedding, then Charles is for sure one of the murderers.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know. There's motive.
I think so.
There would be motive. He literally flipped the fucking script. If there would have been a table that was light enough for him to toss across the room, he would have done it because he was that upset that this man wanted to put his future wife, or hopefully rest of life partner, as his emergency contact instead of his bestie. What the hell were you expecting, Charles?
Oh,
if there are situations where reversed, you would absolutely be doing the same thing. That's his wife, essentially. Why would he put you above her?
No, he's just saying it's like he always knew Mabel would spread her wings and cake off, but he always thought that those two would grow older together. That was just all up.
They don't have to not grow old together. That could still happen, but you just need to realize that you have to share him more now.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. That's just it. Like, he's not going anywhere. It's just like now there's gonna be. He just doesn't want to be that uncomfortable trio, where they're ordering like dessert for three, like sharing a dessert for three type stuff.
Charles is in his feels.
Oh, 100%. Had me in my feels. I was like, damn, Charles, you just
fair. Same.
You might just be the killer after all. I'm telling you. Something about that was the other thing. Way back when he was out visiting his sister, and the sister was like, Mom was crazy, right? And just that quiet, weird look he got. I was like, oh my God, he really might end up being the head killer in this whole thing.
Yo, she was asking him like, why are you always so mad at me? So what was going on in their younger years that she thought he had like the resting bitch face of all resting bitch faces?
Always mad at her, always mad, always raging. Like, yeah, he just holds that dark down. And then when Eugene wanted him to freak out and rage, like he made sure he held that in because there's a part of the white room that isn't just nice and friendly. Like he'll go there.
When it rains, it pours.
Snap. Oh, where did I see one? I saw one DJ Grid. The only thing I know for sure is you got that right. That is for sure. Infinite rolls. That's
I mean, clearly y'all have not been following us since Game of Thrones days. Yeah. This man is the only one I will put above me on spinning some tinfoil. Let me tell you.
Charles, when he shot when that drone was coming, instead of stepping to the side and just letting the drone come in the building, and he looked down and shut it real quick so it would hit the window and fall down and almost kill Uma. That man is a murderer. I'm telling you.
Oh my gosh.
That man is a murderer.
Damn it, DJ. See, now I'm gonna take what the fuck I just said back. Okay, 30 points from Hufflepuff.
Hey, I'm telling you, he tried to murk Uma.
No, you go back to the common room right now and you think about what you just did. I expect one full parchment of stop that bullshit.
Go back and watch the scene and then we'll talk. But what if there are two killers and they are like Charles and his sister? Like he paused, like I said, he looked so wounded when they were talking about that. Like, mom was crazy, right? Like that just hit him. I don't know. He's some kind of undercover psycho. He's just too neat, and like the way everything's got to be organized and his OCD's got to be just what? You have a first round book with a second or a first draft of the draft? Like, yeah. Come on.
I just love every other stream we do. You're just blaming like one of the trio as a murderer, DJ. Like what was it? 2 episodes ago, you're like, oh, it's Oliver. The other episode ago, you're like, oh, hey, one of his Mabel, like in the first 2 seasons. Like, come on now.
Oh man. Yeah,
Like,
it is interesting though, because Saz has some other connections on some tinfoil I'm gonna spin, but I'll hash it out later.
And like I was saying, like I kept forgetting to say on the last one, like I went back when I was going back and looking at those, all those life-size dolls at his sister's house all resemble people from the show. Like, are they all on the kill list, or are those the ones that got a pass and they just keep their life in life-size dolls? Or
she was a fan of the podcast, so maybe that's what she just created.
Yeah, because she's trying to keep track of the movements he makes.
I don't know. I was like, maybe it's some kind of form of meditation, so he won't kill those specific ones. But one of those, or what?
She's running her own Madame Tussauds wax museum. Which, if you've never heard of what that is, Google it. It's actually pretty big. I'm pretty sure there's one in California, and there's definitely one in New York because I've been to that one.
Hey, cheers, Donald Rand.
You know what? Voodoo dolls. That's actually a good take on that, and it is the spooky season, so yeah, that fits very well.
I'm telling you, she said she made a specific comment about the larger dolls are really hard to get. And is it because they're harder to kill? Is that because they represent people? I mean, because one of those larger dolls was Cinda Canning. One of them was obviously Loretta. One of them looked like Alice, Mabel's love interest from season 2. Like, I'm telling you.
It's hard to get because you have to have a lot of wax to encase that body in full size. That's why it's difficult.
And one of those dolls was a cheerleader with a silver tinsel.
Mm-hmm. So, and there's only
never got that answer.
Tinsel.
None of them were on the kill list. They were just little nuggets and entertaining. I don't know. We don't know who the kill list is, but yeah, one of those was a cheerleader with silver tinsel, and we still haven't got an answer why that tinsel was in that room. So
unless the murderers went to a cheerleader or something.
Highly possible.
Maybe it could be.
Let's not forget, men are cheerleaders as well.
Mm-hmm.
But who narrated that whole episode? It was like Big Mike, like, dude, you're nobody. We haven't heard anything about you, Big Mike. And all of a sudden you're like doing all the narrating. Like, it's usually somebody pretty big who does the narrating. It's one of the A-listers or whatever. Now all of a sudden you, Doreen's, his sister's husband, who was living out on the boat.
Yeah. Right.
He was the one that did all the narrating for that show. Why is he narrating? Is he going to come back and be a big part of this? Like maybe
he was contacted to pass on a message. I mean, how the fuck the person that passed on that message know they could call him? So the tinsel was.
How did they even get his? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying in that last when we did that episode. I agree. Phone number. Like, it's not easy getting the cops' phone numbers, so that's pretty random. How did they get that? And he hears like he knows who murdered him. You're a cop. And you hear somebody say, "I know who murdered him," and you don't go tell nobody. We'll just keep that. When I see him, and I'll tell him. Like,
and his mind was on one thing, and that was Miss McCarthy's. What she called them? Hoo-ha's or something?
Permission to come aboard. I'm not talking about the boat.
Where do they live?
Martin Short from the same world.
He's in Long Island.
Okay, so
they're from Canada. I think he's from Canada originally.
Well, he's from Canada, but right now, where are the sister and her husband?
Oh, Long Island, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, over on Long Island.
All right. I was trying to gauge like distances and whatnot.
Season 1, they had the super fan narrator, not always someone important. That guy might come back and be like the head murderer, everything. The super fans have got to come back next season. They can't just.
Oh, hopefully they come for the wedding.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I would love to. Who do we think is going to come back for that wedding? Who else coming
Oliver's
back?
son, who surprised me, we haven't seen the entire season.
Dickie and Tolbert are both for sure coming.
Oliver's son, I think
Wait,
Tolbert.
Tolbert? Her Mabel's
I think Tolbert will come back as Mabel's dad.
Man, don't bring his ass back. That's one person I don't want to return. Get out.
They never said anything about him, so I think he has to come back.
Yeah, I think our good lady detective will be at the wedding.
I think Jan will make an appearance.
Jan will definitely sneak in. She will find a way. I feel like even Uma might go in there just so she can have some more time to talk shit.
Does Lucy come? Do we get a Lucy sighting?
Who's Lucy? Which one's Lucy?
See, that's a shame. That's Charles's daughter.
I'm bad with names. I'm sorry.
No, I know, but I'm saying that she's not a bigger character because we don't have her. Like, she was awesome when she came in, and I think she killed it in her scene. And a lot of people, most people, wouldn't remember who Lucy is.
What season did that happen?
Season 1.
Season 1. Was I wasn't with y'all when you did season 1, right? Mm-mm. Or was I? No, yeah. So I don't think I saw that scene. That's why I didn't know the name.
That was the.
Wait, Charles's daughter?
Yeah, was that season?
No, season 2. No, season 2.
That's when they were going through. That's when they found out about all the back walkways in the Arcona.
Yeah, that was season 2.
Was it season 2? Yeah, actually, it was season 2. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and find that scene. Then I don't remember it.
I can't wait to go back and do the rewatch with everything we know now.
Rewatch, yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be amazing. So either Charles and his sister are combo killers, or Charles was staying there one night and then the tinsel got stuck on him and he carried it all the way to the Dudenoff apartment and he shot Saz because he was tired of her always stealing everything he had. So I had enough of you, Saz. Charles murdered them all. He murked them. But on the movie set, the stage manager puts the extras in line, telling them only the top 10 are needed. The rest can go home. So what did we think of our guys' auditions? How'd you guys do, Phantom? How'd you like Oliver's scream?
Oh, and he said he did it like loud. It was even loud. He did it, said, oh my gosh. But then Mabel, she was just standing there, didn't even do it. She was like so nervous. He's like, oh, you're in. I'm like, what? But then which we'll call it one of the most was what's his face? Charles. He didn't even do anything. He says, oh my gosh, you're Brazos. Shane, I doing?
So good.
Isn't that what he wanted though? He literally tried to serve his face to get them onto the set at the beginning. So now he has that. It just, it plays stupid games, wins stupid prizes. You wanted this recognition, now you got it, but it's not exactly what you thought it was it?
Oh, it was amazing.
And Mabel, I think, was great. That literally was the perfect thing to do. Just stunned, shocked, silence, do not know where to go, triggered by anxiety.
And he just like, great.
I would have hired her too. Yep, you're in.
It was so authentic and pure. Like, that was pure horror. She was
like, oh yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That was so good. She's like,
that's a theater kid. That casting director was definitely a theater kid. I guarantee you.
Oh, so good. Oliver said, I'm going to go small, and then just goes ham. Charles is like, I thought you were going to go small.
That was his small.
Exactly.
And who didn't believe that? Nobody said, I bet you nobody batted an eye. None of us viewers said anything when Oliver did that because that's what we expect. Charles is the only one that was surprised.
I'll bet that actually happens more than we realize, though. Like when that guy like realized it was Brazos and just felt like so bad for him, like how the mighty have fallen. Like I'll bet that happens a lot. People like we think would be rich, but I mean they're only kind of semi-famous. You got to keep the money coming in somehow. So
you know what it is? It's what the fuck is his name? Was it Elvin? Dude that played the eldest sister on the Cosby Show. Her husband.
Oh yeah.
Years ago, he was seen, like working at Walmart, and people were trying to clown on some bullshit. And they're like, you do know I still need to make a living, though, right?
My man's got to be. Oh, look at Gary Coleman. That poor guy was like, he was a security guard.
Yeah, because his family was on some fuck shit when he was a child actor. Yeah, it sucks. So yeah, this interaction was just commentary on exactly how shit is in Hollywood sometimes.
Exactly. That's why I think it was a little homage to that. So yeah, that was a trip. But it did have me cracking up again when, like I said, when Mabel just stood there and just like pure horror on her face, and the guy was just so calm, like, great, you're in.
Absolutely, you're in. And kudos to Selena, because we knew this girl had chops when it was on Wizards of Waverly Place, and she's come very far, and I love it.
Oh, so good.
It was Trader Joe. Oh, it was Trader Joe's, not Walmart. Okay, thank you. I knew it was one of them stores.
Back in the hospital, Glenn finally wakes up, and lucky for him, he opens his eyes to a real Irish angel. He proposes within like the first 40 seconds of meeting this woman. And I gotta say, I got the feeling she wasn't 100% hating on the idea. She even said, "My Glenn is gone" later when Selena showed up. So what was that about?
Doing the thing sometimes that, and I'm not going to say it's a thing that ladies do know, because I've witnessed and seen guys do this too. She was playing hard to get. And in that, I don't mean it maliciously. I mean, she was purposefully giving him different avenues to come down to get to her, just to see if she could actually vibe with him. I really enjoyed that scene. And I liked how heartfelt she actually seemed about losing him in the end, because she had a plan and now she can't do that plan.
Oh, tell me you weren't dying like seeing those two guys all geared up in nothing but spandex. Like, and who placed these balls where they are? Like, what is happening here? I was like, oh, he's like, and you're not wearing that. He just took it off. I was like,
I mean, look, have you seen green screen work? I'm surprised they didn't have more of those things on them.
Oh my God. We also hear Oliver's been mooching meals since day one. Like, even got Ron Howard to pay for his meal all those years back when he was telling the story. I was like, this man has been mooching the meals from Jump Street.
The man is an artiste. Don't blame him.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like I was about to say, like how are we just now acknowledging this?
Honestly, I'll do the same thing. If I'm having like a meal with like a favorite celebrity, like I would order like the bunch of stuff on the menu and have them pay for it.
Even if I had the money and I had a repertoire with that director like Oliver has, you damn right. Hey, bro, you know it's been a little bit hard. I don't got it this month. Can you hook me up? Boom, free steak and eggs right there.
Oh man. But remember the secret door by the hot dog stand? Figure I'd go get some dogs with my dog. Oliver looked at Charles and simply said, "Have I taken crazy pills?" That was so good. Oh my God. He tried to keep it cheap. Oh my God, that was amazing. And I'm glad like Charles yanked it off. But again, why did Oliver have a green screen ball on his junk? Like, did he work out a deal with the editors? Like, I mean, I don't know.
That's Oliver for you.
Know what? That's what I was about to say. I
don't be surprised if he put it on.
Negotiate that, right? Right, exactly. That was my exact thought. They didn't have to negotiate a damn thing for that to happen. He understood the assignment and he played into the comedy.
But that was the one good thing we saw come out of that argument. Charles just turned around. He's like, "Nope, you are not wearing that." I was just like, "Holy shit!"
Like, look, if you're gonna be on screen with Brazos, you got to learn how to handle this, how to roll with this. We don't do that.
Then back in the hospital, Glenn receives another visitor, but it's not there with flowers. He's there to kill Glenn Stubbins before he talks and reveals his true identity. Then some more truths get told as Oliver and Charles have a little lovers spat out there right on stage in front of Ron Howard and everybody. Like, it's so bad that they both end up getting kicked off stage and out of the movie. But now, I mean, can you imagine? It's like, can we take this to the background? No, we're going to have this right here in front of everybody on stage because I'm Oliver Putnam. Unbelievable. And then
the drama.
And then seeing them argue as aliens through the screen, that was fantastic. But Mabel heads back to the hospital now that she hears Glenn is awake, but of course it's too late, and the killer beat her to him, and now he's gone. Or is he? Do you think there's any way that he faked his death, or like maybe the nurse and doctor got back to him in time to revive him, and now are helping keep him alive and undercover?
Highly possible. Highly possible, I would say.
What do you think about that, Phantom?
They have known he was in danger.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if they, I mean, they come back and he's dead. Do you think there's any way that that nurse and the doctor got back to him in time and saved him, revived him, and are now are just telling everybody he's dead to keep him safe?
I'm surprised that the murder didn't like take that. I forgot what that piece that you put on the finger. Like take that, put it on him or herself, and then kill him. Because the moment the it showed like it went off that he died, people would have like rushed right in immediately. So it's like,
No, that's not what that thing is for.
it's not. Dang.
If I
Ghost did it wrong then.
I might be misremembering, but I believe it's in relative like to your heartbeat, but it measures how much the quality of intake of air that your lungs are giving. I could be misremembering that part, but I'm fairly certain that's what it is. They don't put that on there to monitor our heartbeat. They have that. That's what all those things they put on your chest are for.
Right. Well, what really got my attention in the hospital was them zooming in on that TV talking about some dry cleaner that has ties to the Caputo family, crime family. Like, he's gone missing. Okay, who was he in the first place? And why do I care? Like, with all
Season
that's going
5.
on right now, why are they directing our attention to this, fandom?
Season 5 or 2, Paul Rudd's gonna be in season 5. That's the only thing, because for him to die, and then I'm like, wait, him dying, okay, we're learning of this, but then it's like, why they're giving us a tease during this scene? So hopefully, Paul Rudd comes back in season 5.
I will see that and raise you. He's not going to come back. Not who we're seeing this season is going to come back, but it's going to be a triplet coming out of the fog, out of the misty, dangerous north to come and get some revenge, get it back in blood for his brothers.
That's just something where rats know.
Which of the triplets did it?
That would be pretty funny. I could see it.
I will cackle my ass off. I guarantee you. I might start doing reactions for this show.
Also, why did Mabel assume it was a man that answered when the nurse told her that she had called Glenn's emergency contact? Like, the giant tamer brought that one up too.
Yeah, that sounded a little bit out of place to me as well.
It's like, why did you just, I mean, you're calling a woman's phone. Why do you automatically think that it's a man or the killer's a man, I guess?
Like, in today's day and age, if that happened with me, I'm automatically going to think something is wrong. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm calling someone, it's one of my cousins, and y'all have seen a couple of my cousins that are close to me on this channel. If I called their phone and a dude answered, I am calling all of the banners, and we are going to investigate.
Exactly. You better make that mafia thing connect to the story in a feasible way. Or yeah, it's so weird. I mean, that was so out of left.
Facts, okay. Absolute facts.
That made no sense whatsoever, and they really honed in on a lot. Like, why am I paying attention? Why I have everything else I'm trying to figure out? Why are you throwing this in? I mean, just a total shaggy dog. Like, what? Also, yeah, I didn't get that. Like, time to finally show us what we're all well aware of, and the mystery person that they've been showing and then clipping off and not showing us the rest of the scene. And nope, they're still trying to milk it out a little bit longer, and they still don't show us in this scene. I was like, we're all well aware who this person is. Just show us already. But then we get the real reason why Charles blew up on Oliver. He uttered maybe the sweetest 4 words Oliver has ever could have heard come out of his mouth. I mean, come on. Your heart had to melt a little bit when he told him, "You're my emergency contact." Oh my God. Come on. If you
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah, right? Like, this is the first time we've actually seen Charles display real emotions, which again,
genuine affection.
Killer. I'm telling you, he's a psycho. But yeah, kind of a trip. And then when he dropped that, like, I never really wanted to throw you a bachelor party. I just wanted to celebrate our friendship. I mean, if your heart didn't go at least a little bit pitter patter right then and there, you might want to go get tested, because all the feels should have been coming out in this one. They were pulling all the heartstrings. Oh, a single tear rolled down the cheek. That's what I'm saying. It had to. At least one.
That's always the trick, isn't it? To show how much emotion someone is having in a breakthrough. Just one single solitary tear down their face.
So Charles helps him out of his costume, and the two head to Oliver's favorite Chinese place for lunch, Bachelor Party of 2. And I gotta say, like, Charles kind of pulled off Oliver's Juan's request pretty slickly. Like, that was pretty good. Like, especially like when Oliver said, you've got it all but the A-lister. And again, Charles is just like,
motherfucker, right? Did you forget I am fucking Bravo?
Brazos.
Brazos. See, throats always bleeds in. I said Bravos. I didn't mean that.
So good.
I was talking about.
But then the real A-lister walks in, and ladies and gent, looks like it's not just going to be his voice we're getting this episode. Oh, nay, I do believe that is the real Ron Howard that just walked into the restaurant. Just like Oliver said, Ron remembered him well. I was just
immediately, which is what pissed me off so much about the freaking stage thing when they were in the motion cap. If you would have just held your shit together for 4 more minutes, Ron would have came out and seen you, and y'all would have had your all's little interaction right then and there, and you could have avoided all the other extracurricular shit.
Yeah, that was amazing. As soon as they pull this big stunt, get kicked out. He's like, okay, now Ron Howard's going to come over and meet each and every one of these things
for your time today.
Like, oh my God.
You know, he had to hear that walking out the door and did all of the dramatics in the hall.
Perfect. It was amazing. So as usual, Charles stands up and is instantly awkward. Like, don't ever mention the fishing hole. Like, there's no winning when you meet somebody new, which again, serial killer. But someone as awkward as Charles kind of like has to end up being the murderer. Like, it's why he freaked out. It's like why he faked that rage with the Westies and Eugene. Like, he knew if he really lost it, like they may have all ended up dead. Like, I think he visits the White Room more often than when he's just scared. Like I said, I think he goes to some dark places sometimes.
That is a very interesting take. I do really like that.
Back at the Arconia, Marshall's muttering ass is just sitting there fucking waiting for his next victim to show up. And when Mabel walks around the corner, the nerve of this man to just let himself in when she's obviously in no mood to deal with you right now.
Right.
Like, she tells you as much, and she just lets himself, like, runs in the room. Like,
and then you put your ass on my bed, on my fucking comforter,
dirty ass floor. Where were
with
you
your fucking shoes on?
Oh, hell to the
I'm surprised. Look, being the New Yorker that I am, and again,
you have the giant tamer cracking up
on these activities. If you fucking around with somebody like that from the block, you're lucky if you make it out of that room alive.
Oh, that was messed
because
up.
and we're not even going to use the door. We'll just toss you out that bullshit window that has no screens or any type of gating on it to stop you from falling.
Steve Martin has never played the bad guy.
Hasn't he?
I think he wasn't. He the like. Oh no, that was Murrow. He was in that movie. Yeah. After that, no, he was the jerk. Was it? No. Yeah, he was the jerk.
No, that was the jerk movie with John Leguizamo.
No, I think John Leguizamo did a remake of the original. Which
wait, no, that was the Pest. That's right, that was the Pest.
Yeah, that movie was probably off the jerk. The jerk was way back.
Yeah.
Charles Moore.
Oh wait, no, that was My Blue Heaven. He was playing. I'm fairly certain I remember he was playing like some random mafia gangster.
He was the one that was I think he was the one that was they wanted him to flip, but he didn't, or something like that. And then got that baseball field.
Yeah. My Blue Heaven. That was a spectacular movie, dude. I forgot.
I like that. Okay, I hope you're right, but I don't know. I think Charles might end up being one of the dark killers. The way they're doing stuff.
It's possible. He do be lonely.
The jerk with Jamie Lee Curtis way back. Oh, okay, he was just an idiot. So then when she's visibly hurting, Marshall sees Mabel visibly hurting, and you just ignore, jump on her bed after sitting on the floor in the hallway and just start writing, talking about how unstable, like, what she's now saying is, or like how usable what she's saying now is. It's like she should have, like you said, just ran up and drop kicked his ass off the bed and out the window instantly. Like, Mabel, I think Mabel could take Charles. Like I said, I think they're twins. I think she could take this one. The murderer one, not so much, but I think she could take this one. A few whiskeys in, and Charles finally asked Ron about the snafu on Project Roncoma. And the stuntman didn't stay down long enough to make sure that the fire was completely out. And the result was Ron Howard losing his eyebrows. I mean, that sucks, but that is not nearly the catastrophe that I thought that they were building up to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wasn't that a little light? Okay, you had a little mistake with fire. Like, shit happens. I don't know. That didn't seem like a little overboard. Didn't you think it was going to be something more the way they built this up and almost had Saz ruined? I mean, I guess he is an A-lister and he got hurt, but I don't know. I thought it'd be something more than
He did. I think they kind of like hinting that because of that incident, like the movie didn't even get like. Did he not get like run or something? Or did it happen? He mentioned or something like that.
What happened?
Did he mention? Excuse me. He didn't even mention like a movie didn't even like take off.
Oh, he said the movie never got finished. He's like, we
Yeah,
didn't even finish.
I think that was like probably like one of the reasons why. So maybe that's why he got him thing.
Oh, okay, maybe yeah, ruined the whole movie and it never even got made.
Possibly.
Okay, I like that. So then they start with the back and forth montage of the restaurant and the Dudenoff apartment, and we hear that the killer stuntman also stole Ron's shoes. I mean, who does that? That was weird. And of course, the shoes have the same sole as the print found on the Dudenoff's apartment. And finally, they ask if Ron remembers his name, but it's not one that they've ever heard. Lucky for them, he also has a photo. So here we go. In the back of the Arconia, Mabel offers Marshall a beer. And another question, again, the Giant Tamer had was like, how, we were talking about how everybody was carrying that case around. Like, there's just no way. And again, more to the point, like, why did Saz put it in there? That's what I don't get. Just put it in your coat and give it to somebody. I don't understand why it's hidden in this beer. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But while grabbing a beer, she notices something in between the tears, and we get the montage filling in all the scenes that they cut out earlier. And we, of course, see that it was Marshall all along. So we called it along with so many others in a big way, like with the help of LK pointing it out that it wasn't Mabel that Glenn thought he saw that day. It was that fact that he knew Marshall. And from that point forward, all the pieces of the puzzles kind of start falling into place.
All roads lead to Marshall.
So that was amazing.
I don't like that she called him out like right then and there, because what if on the chance he is actually the evil twin?
Oh yeah, that was real dumb. That was some real Mabel shit.
Your pants and said, "Hey yo, I gotta run down the hall real quick and talk to the bellman. I'll be right back." And then you get the fuck out of Dodge. Mabel, you're smarter than this, ma'am.
Yeah, open the door and get over to Rudy's house. Rudy's strong enough to take him.
Mm-hmm.
But Rudy's a lying ass, and he might be a murderer too. So maybe not go to Rudy's house. I don't know.
Now, if he is, I think he has very specific circumstances on his murders.
No, it'd be. So called that Marshall was a stuntman. Called that it was probably Saz that wrote the script. Noticed that Marshall was not around when Glenn got shot, and then it was probably him that shot Glenn and Saz, or at least Glenn. I don't think he shot Saz, but he might have. It's there. And for that matter, to hide the fact that he stole the script from her. So he definitely stole the script, but I just don't know if he's the one that shot her, because I think that's going to have to do more to do with the Bev Mellon line and storyline. But and Glenn was not the protege Helga was talking about. So pretty much called all that. We're right in line with the sync. We just got to see what's going on, like I said, with the Westies and the rest of this. Who's going to die in the next one? And is everything as they're showing it, or are they just going to put a big monster twist here in this next episode? Because that's what I think there is definitely more to be figured out. Like, those Westies are all a bunch of liars. We can't believe anything they're saying. They definitely killed Dudenoff. And Mabel should release that podcast that Eva recorded, because you don't need to save these guys or hide them. These are not good people. You don't need to be doing good deeds for them. But for now, she has bigger worries on her hands. Like, again, why is she questioning a murderer while locked alone in a room with him? Like, is she still really this dumb, fandom?
I'm more of the accomplice. I don't think he did the murder, though.
You don't think he's a murderer? But we just saw at least his face put the pillow over Glenn Stubbins. So either him or he has a twin that is 100%.
Yeah, his accomplice was one who actually did the murdering. I don't think he's the one who did it.
So you think you're going with the twin theory?
Yeah.
I'm with you.
They normally don't like show like if it's more than one murderer, then it's like they always show like one of them. Like the previous season, like didn't they show like it was like the mom who did it, and then it was like the son who both of them did it, but he's mainly the accomplice, I think.
Yeah.
You talking about Bates Motel?
You
said something where the mom did it?
Yeah, because remember in previous season the mom poisoned Paul Rudd's character, and then that failed, and then the son like pushed him into the elevator.
Yep.
And I believe they first showed like her was a supposed murder, and then it was like the son as well. So if anything, it's probably gonna do it like this season where Marshall was probably the accomplice or something.
I can see that.
Absolutely. But yeah, at the same time, Mabel pulls out the script and very ignorantly asks Marshall why Saz's name on it. And at the same time, her phone that she left on her bed gets text from the fellows warning her that Marshall was Saz's protege. Marshall gets that scared but ready to kill a motherfucker look that spread across his face, and the pianos play and we fade to credits. So I don't know. Again, I don't think Mabel's in as much trouble as the show is trying to lead us to believe. I think either she's got a bat on the other side of that bridge that she will just crack him with, or even more so, like I was saying, I think Marshall has a twin, and this isn't the one who killed Glenn Stubbins. This is the softer one. So I don't know. What do you? We're gonna go with that. Are you with that one, AK? We definitely got a twin situation happening.
I am definitely in on the twin. I mean, as we were reminded earlier, I was with the triplets theory first, but I am all in on the twins. I just don't think it's physical twins, at least not yet. I think there's every possibility that the actual twin was hurt in some way, and he's going after the people right now that had something to do with that. I don't know what the issue was, but his trauma caused him to have a split personality that he sees as his twin. So they're still here.
Feel it.
So, but I like it. I do like that you put that out there, though.
And what the hell is this? Like, one of the clues in the end credits is a dry cleaner truck. Again, who the hell is this gangster dry cleaner they're trying to introduce in the last hour? That is driving me crazy.
The same
something too much.
All the dry cleaners in Umbrella Academy.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, don't bring this dry cleaner thing and chant it.
Yeah, Sarah, I'm thinking the same thing. That triplet song could be coming in. It could be triplets.
Sarah, I've been singing that song this whole season, bro.
AK was calling that like an episode 3 that there's triplets. I always thought there might be a second one, but I wasn't going for the triplets, but it absolutely could be. Or the triplets could be the Glenn Stubben thing, the Ben and the Glenn, and we might get another one coming in.
Again, the brother sisters, they don't have to be identical. It could just be like twin souls, like they were all just besties in on the murdering.
Bev and the Neck are Marshall's partners. It could be. I mean, if the Neck comes in and it's another Glenn Stubben, it's another Paul Rudd character, I'll be off the charts.
Which one's the Neck?
He's the gangster that's missing.
Oh yeah, right. That's gonna be hilarious. I will cackle. I might live stream a reaction for the finale.
John Haymaker says this was a great penultimate episode. How about it, Phantom? You agree?
Yeah, it was a good one.
I liked it. They dropped so many nuggets. Gave us a little too many more, though, I think. I mean, what is all this extra stuff you're trying to dump on? This is a lot.
That's their MO, though, isn't it? You know, and so you know, final scores up until now. We'll see how it changes next week. But I'm going to channel my best Billy Porter from Pose, tens across the board. And if you don't know that reference and you haven't watched Pose, go watch Pose.
Oh, the dry cleaner cleaned up Saz's body, but why? I don't know. Maybe the dry cleaner is, or maybe Marshall's brother for the dry cleaner, and that's how it's all tied.
And here's some more tinfoil for you. Those guys, they are cleanup, and they are the same cleanup crew that is in John Wick. So they're coming by and making sure all of the details are taken care of.
He said they have a lot. They do have a lot to tie up in one episode. There's no doubt about that. And like, we haven't really seen anything about Mabel, like Mabel Mora. What if that's just a fake made up name? What if Mabel's family is a bunch of gangsters? They're rich. That's how her aunt was able to afford that place in the Arconia. And what if we find out? Because that was the only reason tie-in that I have with that is it was Mabel in the scene that was the TV was going off on. So it's the only way to correlate it. Like, what if Mabel?
I've never seen the aunt, I think.
We haven't seen anything. We don't know anything about it. So what if her family's gangsters and we find out Bloody Mabel is really Bloody Mabel?
Hold on. Okay, so let me tell y'all the tinfoil spin that just popped into my head. I'm fairly certain you guys and my brothers and also folks in the chat know who Mr. Teflon is. Teflon.
Never too much.
Look, the tinfoil be strong over here. Okay. That's just basically all it is. And damn it. I just lost it. There was something he had said about a connection in one of the shows he's been covering, and I'm sorry, it formulated in my brain and then went away just that quickly.
Uh-oh.
If I think of it while we're doing trivia, I'll spit it out again.
Mabel's mom didn't seem like a gangster. She could have been married into the gangster family, and it could be more the aunt that was married into the gangster family, because the aunt's the one.
I just remember what it was.
Hit it.
Okay, so this is real life from Tone. I'm sure you can go back and see one of those streams where he sold this story, but they're in New York and all over the US back in the day. There was a bunch of segregation and whatnot, especially in apartments and housing areas. One of his aunts was a melanated person that could pass, quote unquote. If you don't know what that means, go Google it. They can school you on that. And when she got into the apartment complex that was supposed to be just all white, she was able to get like all the rest of their family apartments there to move in when it was still a very decent neighborhood. So what if some spin like that could be happening here? Like someone comes in, they're playing a specific role just to get everybody else in the door. And that's where like the huge hiccup happens. It's a team effort. So still, twinning, tripling, or triplitzing. Get that in. It's a I don't know. It's a wide frame roundabout, but I think it'll work. Yeah, I will definitely spin some tinfoil for the finale.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with that. I can't see where they bring it, but yeah, we got oh man, who are the killers? What is going on? Are they even going to wrap it up next episode? They're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. So whatever is going to happen.
Are you said Bacula? What LK just wrote? You talking about Quantum Leap Bacula? Enterprise Bacula? Is that who we're talking about? Because that's interesting.
Connected someone more important than Maybell. I'm still looking at. Scott Bakula keeps getting mentioned in this series. Yeah. He keeps showing up. He showed up in episode 1 at the party out of nowhere. That was really random. Like Scott Bakula is going to have some weird random tie-in. I hope he's not like the big murder like Moriarty type of player, like puppet master and everybody, but it is weird that he keeps popping up. His name pops up, and what the hell is the Scott Bakula connection with the series?
He could be the tie-in that brings us, the cousin Balky ness of it all. I'm fairly certain it was you guys I was with when we talked about a connection with Balky.
Yeah, that whole Perfect Strangers connection still hasn't been tied in, and like I said, the Westies is not tied up. That is going to
because that scratched out face hasn't really been answered.
Not at all. Not at all. And how was the pig still living in that apartment? Why was the pig still living there? Somebody was.
That's why I think somebody brought that pig there. I don't think the pig has been there the whole time. For whatever their reasons, I think that little baby pig was being kept or hidden maybe in there, because it's been how many years? She said she's been gone, and that apartment complex was the only ones that will let her keep a pet pig. There's no way the pig would be the same size still when she came back into the picture 7 years later.
It could have been a little guinea pig, baby pig, something smaller pig. I don't know, but still, why was the pig there by itself? I don't think it was there by itself very long. The place would have been a mess. So something's going on with that. We need some more answers. And the one thing I know about the Westies is they are all liars. So we'll see what's up with that.
I do agree with you. But what Haymaker just said there, Bronson Pinchot is in the new Beverly Hills Cop. Word. I mean, I was already going to see that because they brought back like everybody from
Cousin Valky. He's been in every Beverly Hills Cop except one, I think.
Has he? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've even watched those movies.
He was in the original, and then he's made a cameo in every one since. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. That's a retro. That's a retro.
It's not so hard to say. Serge. It's not so hard to say. Serge. Oh, you know, everybody, how we do it at the end of all these. We always have a few trivia questions to see what anybody remembers about the episode. I went ham again, so we got quite a few. So if you know any of these answers, put them in the chat box. If you're watching later, put them in the comment section down below. Sash, it's not so hard to say.
Tap in, fandom.
Oh, we're gonna get it started. Who did Saz receive a call from in the beginning of the episode? Deep dive. Who remembers that right out of the gate?
And it wasn't Ron. Tragic.
Who did Saz receive a call from in the beginning of the episode?
What? There's a name in my head, but I can't like quite place it. It's like right there on the edge of memory.
Oh, we didn't come through. All right, he wants to rate the episode. I thought everybody did. I know
Oh, yeah.
with tens across the board.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was I muted? Shit.
Yeah.
What
was yours?
Some just now?
I gave it 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I'd give it.
Whoa! You're 8 out of 10. Wow.
I probably like it.
It was like the hilarious scenes from Oliver. It was just ridiculous. He was killing it with the episode.
It was up. It had me laughing out loud, like maybe even a 9.5. It was
like almost the whole time. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna stick with 10 across the board for me.
It had me. I don't laugh out loud a lot. I'll giggle and stuff and be like, okay, that was fun. It had me laughing out loud 3 times.
Belly laugh, bro.
Before the opening credits hit. Like
right.
Oh, we let that first one go. My man's got it right out of the gate. It was indeed Spanko. Well done.
Jake is out here taking notes like me and fandom in like early seasons of the show.
3 snaps and Z formation. Absolutely.
Yes. Do you remember that reference? Please tell me you remember that, DJ.
Not in Z formation. 3 snaps in Z formation.
Yes. That is exactly what it was. Yep. And on film in living color.
Oh, Men on Film. Oh my God.
That was David Allen Greer and Damon Wayans.
They just said 3 snaps.
They snapped it and they made a Z in the air as they snapped.
Right. That was pretty. That's a deep cut. I love that.
Still love that show. That's why Haymaker is my dude. We be on that nostalgia shit.
Absolute 9. I'm there with you. I love it. That was a great one.
Mm-hmm.
What movie was Saz working on when the mishap happened?
Damn it. That really funky, stupid fucking name.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it the Karan Kakoa, some shit that sounds like that? That happened on the planet Klongo. Yes, Damon Williams. Who is Damon Williams? Sir? You're gonna put some respect on that man name. It's Wayne's, bro. Like there it is. See, I had the gist of it, but Jake has the correct pronunciation and spelling.
I don't know. I might either have to go with Fire Marshal Bill or Sick.
Fire Marshal Bill. Yo, Jim Carrey is forever everyone's hero because he came on there and he very properly acknowledged that he was Black owned in that era.
That was amazing. Fire Marshal Bill
hired him. Yep.
Or
Clown.
Al McAfee. Are you kidding me? Al McAfee here. Al McAfee.
Bruh.
That guy was the best.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, you got it again, Jake. Absolutely correct. Project Ron. Oh, David Wayne.
David Allen Greer.
Big Wanda was definitely one of the best ones too.
Let me show you something. And the parody songs that they did still live on my playlist on Spotify to this day.
Oh, they're fantastic. What does Oliver consider beer? What did Oliver call beer?
It's damn it. The scene is in my head right away. I just can't remember the words.
You ain't got to go nowhere. I got you. You ain't got to go nowhere.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. That's what that sounds like. Jamie Foxx.
Oh, anybody remember what?
Jamie Foxx was on there.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah, wasn't it near the latter end though?
He was Big Wanda. What's that?
Wasn't he there like the latter end? Or
no, I think he was there right out of the gate, wasn't he?
Wait, who? Jamie Foxx? No, yeah. It wasn't the very beginning, I don't think, but like maybe season 2.
I always remember
he was in there. It might have been from the beginning, right? And that's where J-Lo got her start. Yep,
J-Lo got her start as a
White Girls.
She was a Laker chick, and then she
Oh, that's Paul Abdul. Paul Abdul was a liquor girl.
She was, but I thought J-Lo was too. She wasn't. She was just a
Was
dance
she?
coordinator. Maybe she
That's
just
it.
did. Maybe I
That's
saw
right.
her. She did a coordination for him or whatever for the Laker chicks because she had some coordination back in the day.
Possibly, but I know for sure Paul Abdul was a Laker girl, and she handled all of their choreography.
Because J-Lo was a big choreographer back then too. Oh, where was it at? I think you got it.
She was a dancer. She was a background dancer because she was in a couple of Janet's videos.
Oh, Jake Cruz, absolutely correct.
A
A peasant's drink. Nailed it again.
are
That's what Oliver called beer. I'm not drinking that. It's a peasant's drink. I was like,
Right. Fucking Oliver. See, again, like Charles said, insufferable.
what was the anagram for Oliver's bachelor party? What were the initials he used? What an anagram did he have? J-Lo was a Laker girl too. That's what I thought.
Well, oh, was she? Okay.
I thought she was.
I think I may have missed that. Jamie came on later in Living Color. Yeah, I don't think he started with them.
Really?
The base to begin with was just Keenan and his siblings.
Feel it. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It was Wands.
I love how y'all they got it like right at the same time.
Oh, dude. What does it stand for, AK?
I don't remember.
What's up, fandom? You got what it stands for? What's WAN stand for?
A-list naughty secret. No, wait, whiskey, A-list naughty secret.
There you go. Whiskey, A-listers, and naughty secret. Absolutely correct.
The whiskey, man. Let's know that.
It's on with you. He's like, here it is. I got you with that.
Yep. Haymaker got that shit too. Yep.
What year did Oliver meet Ron in his favorite Chinese restaurant?
It was 1988.
He said,
even like 10 dumplings.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Night away.
Wait, what was that again, fandom? How many dumplings deep was Oliver?
It was 10.
That was a question, wasn't it? You bastard.
The next one in 10 dumplings deep.
I'm mad at myself because 88. That was one of my little sisters was born in 88.
Good year.
I didn't watch it. Boo.
What did Oliver compare Ron Howard's nipples to?
It was, oh my gosh, what did he say?
I don't remember.
It wasn't doves. It was
oh, he's so all over it.
I don't know, silk.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
No,
so
it was oh my gosh.
Utters of the gods.
It's so simple for Oliver.
That's
oh my gosh.
Real quick with it, I can feel
It's
it.
gonna kill me.
What did Oliver
I'm surprised Jake hasn't put the answer out yet.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming. We're a few minutes back in the chat. Let's go ham on it. Oh, what's up? Everybody out there remember?
We would have made the countdown already.
What did Oliver compare Ron Howard's nipples to? You know that one?
2 cardinals in a bush.
There we go.
2 little cardinals in a bush. Absolutely.
Oliver is so fucking dramatic.
Oh, I was trying to keep this one out, but LK just brought it home early. What was Brazo's show Emmy nominated for? What was Brazo's Emmy nominated for?
Oh, damn. It wasn't like Best Picture or I don't know, Best Cinematography, Best Leading Roles. I don't remember. But best musical score.
Oh, it's coming through now.
Oh, wait,
it early.
Sound. I feel like that musical score counts for that.
Correct. Absolute sound. I was dying.
Tens across the board.
It had nothing to do with what the hell Charles himself was doing.
Oh, it's so good. It's like Emmy nominated for sound. I was crying.
Sound. Sir, you have nothing to do with the sound.
Didn't even win. That was the best part. Not only is it just for sound, but didn't even win. Just Emmy nominated.
Right. You were just nominated. See, and this is what me and DJ have been trying to tell you, fandom. It's not outside of the realms of possibility that this man is psycho.
Oh yeah, absolutely fantastic. What trip did the security guard have planned with his cousins?
Disneyland.
He's like, I know, I was doing the same with mine. Oh yeah, Disneyland.
You have to plan and save for that type of trip.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. How many background actors were getting cast for the movie?
Was it 10?
It was indeed. Well done, you.
Yep. And it went down to 10 when they got rid of the 2 arguing idiots.
Disneyland. You said one of the best lines. You know it was. You know it was. 10, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct.
Right.
How long ago was the Ronkonkoma shoot?
2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. Fam said, I know these. You're getting easier.
Oh, fandom?
He nailed
Yo,
it.
tapped in. He tapped in.
How long did Saz tell her protege to stay down after being put
30
out?
seconds.
It's like 30 seconds. Yeah.
You didn't even know that. I'm like, oh my gosh. And when she said that, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna ignite.
Right? You knew he was going to come up with
And his dumbass was so impatient, he didn't stay and just wait. It would have
he needed to get that script to Ron Howard before he bounced off scene.
that horrible ass script that Ron was comfortably sitting in his chair until he saw him on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, killing it. Well done, you. You all those.
Wait, hold on. How was the script not burnt up?
It was. That wasn't the original script. That wasn't that script. But the script did burn. It showed the script on fire.
Okay.
I was looking at that. I was like, oh shit. What room was Glenn Stubbins in? There's a deep dive.
I was trying to figure that one out. I don't know if it kept like appearing. I couldn't pause it in time.
Jake says they're too easy, so I got to beef it up a little bit.
Man, you didn't even put the license plate as one of the damn trivia questions. I'm like, oh, you took a photo of that. Like, what? Where is it?
Oh my god! I thought I was doing things. I thought I was doing things. Okay, said I got you. Jake said what? I said harder. What is that?
I got you. Yep.
Oh my god! Let's see if we can take it a little step deeper. Then, what hospital was Glenn Stubbins in?
No clue.
Right. See, Jake, why do you do these things? That's the thing with DJ and the trivia. Just when you think you figured out the formula, he will start flipping the script. So no, these questions have not always been easy. Made note of the room number for sure. Exactly. You are learning the patterns. When I do take notes, I always make sure to include any drinks, any music, any room numbers, and anything that's showed up like on social media. If it's on thing, well, like news station is showing that.
Oh, okay. Let's go with that. What news station was on at the hospital?
Yeah, see? Like that one I missed. Mm-hmm.
What news station was on at the hospital?
That's what you get, Jake. Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai. That's good.
Sinai.
Yes, but that is incorrect.
From the Bible, Mount Sinai. Yeah.
What surprised me? There's like a Calvary hospital.
I don't know. Our Lady of Mercy, something or other hospital. I don't know.
Damn close, actually. But yeah, we got one that stumped them. Oh, it was Channel 8. You know the call sign? Well done, though. Channel 8, good call. It was Channel 8 News. Get bonus credits if you can call their call letters. But well done. Yeah, Channel 8 News. Absolutely correct. Well done. Who?
Like WX something or WY something or other.
In there for sure. Oh, who? I tried so hard not to say this during the stream so many times, I almost slipped up. Who was the dry cleaning king of Brooklyn?
Dry cleaning king. Oh, damn it. Fuck. I know. WKRP. Shut the fuck up, Jake.
Oh, shit. Who was the dry cleaning king of Brooklyn?
My damn head.
Oh shit! I said that last week. That's good shit. LK says, "I got you."
Nicky
the neck.
That just puts the Godfather in my head. Don't forget the cannolis.
Nicky the neck, Camilo. I was like, what? Gotcha, Camilo. Who is this guy and why do I care? And why are you showing me him in the 9th episode? Like, that was driving you crazy. What?
We don't need any new characters.
No, I'm having a hard enough time trying to figure this one out. Like, you've already kept so many just key. You've dropped the nuggets, but the like things that tie them in, you're definitely held for the. That's why they were able to drop 8 episodes to so many different people. Like, here you go. You're not going to figure anything out with these. So watch these out first. That was nuts. What name was Marshall going by when working on Ron's film?
Oh, it
if it was indeed Marshall?
what Rex something or other?
Yeah, it was Rex something.
It was a very simple name. Well, first name anyway. Pretty sure it was Rex something. I don't remember his last name.
But the chat starts coming through here just about now. There it was.
Oh, yep. See, and I should have known. I should have been reminded of that easily because of the girl, Lady Bailey Sarion, that does some awesome true crime vids.
Rex Bailey. And last but certainly not least, what is Marshall's full name?
Damn. Yep. Don't remember. That scene is playing in my head right now, so I can recall the visuals. Can't think of the name.
Sounds like a porn name.
I mean, it really do though.
T-Rex Bailey in the house. Way to go.
And that's probably by design.
Oh, Jake's got to bring it home. Well done. Absolutely correct. Marshall P. Pope. You know it. Oh, well done you. Well done you. I'm here for it. We are ready. I can't wait to see what happens in this finale. And man, I think we need to tie some things together. So what's up? Let's get some things on the board. Like I said, I still think 3 murder boards, 3 murders. It's got to be coming in. I think we all in agreement? Somebody's definitely getting murked at this wedding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are we going to put on the table?
Loretta's
definitely up there tops.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't want to do it, but Loretta and also maybe Charles' sister.
Doreen?
Or hell, honestly, at this point, maybe even Mabel. She's the only one that has not had any type of danger of death really associated with her character this season.
I could see Jan getting taken out just because she's kind of one of the darker characters that has done a lot of bad. So I don't know
that Jan would be big enough for the finale, though.
If she's a murderer that was going after a murder, and she's like, I saved your life because I don't know. Yeah, I could see him twisting something in with it.
Because reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Jan herself would be big enough, but absolutely she could be tied in for a big reason. Because I don't think that nobody's going to riot. Like, people are going to riot when they find out that Howard is absolutely the murderer of all this. People are going to go nuts because that's so many people's favorite character. Are we not
we'll just be sitting here sipping our tea and eating our popcorn? Like, yeah, we told you.
We don't know that the neck's been murdered, Jake. We just know that he's missing. We have no body. We don't know anything about this man other than no foul play. He's connected to the mafia crime family, but no foul play is connected or suspected. But he's missing. So take that for what it's worth. Oh, John says it might be that sexy Zach. Ooh.
Which one's sexy Zach?
The fuckable baklava.
Fuckable baklava. Have we seen him?
Zach Galifianakis, he's the one that's Oliver.
Nah, he's so busy trying to do his next annual wedding.
He puts in as little effort as possible.
He's got a quarterly wedding to plan himself. It can't be him. Oh, Ava Longoria is gonna get got. It could be Ava.
It could be if they're trying to get to Mabel.
My Mabel's ambitious. She doesn't mind saying that she's wrong. Oh, Ma Bell. It could be Ma Bell. Oh, what's up, Chad? Who do we think is going to get lit up on this next one? Who do we think? What cameos do we think we're going to see? We already said I'm definitely going to be Tolbert and Dickie. I'm hoping we get a Lucy. Definitely Oliver's son. I think all the regulars that we've been seeing at the Arconia. I think Lester and Loretta and maybe old girl that's the manager of it now. What's up? Do we see Howard's boyfriend? Does he come back? Does he get a plus one?
He should be.
Wait, does Howard have a boyfriend?
He said everybody. He did last season.
Yeah, the one that was the understudy.
He was sitting there eating.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
He was eating cake at the party at the last finale last year. We didn't see nothing, heard nothing. All the love affairs are gone, except for Loretta, because nobody gets rid of Meryl Streep. Could Dudenoff be back or somehow connected? There just seems to be a lot missing. Oh, if anybody who hasn't seen, anybody new here who hasn't been hearing me or didn't hear my last ones, I'm pretty positive that Dudenoff is still alive. I don't think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't think he's dead at all.
I think we're in agreement of that, because I was saying also from the beginning, he might not actually be dead, same as Sass might not actually be dead.
Saz is murked. Saz is dead, in my opinion. But we don't know. But Saz is dead. But I'm positive what I saw. I'm not positive. I'm pretty positive, but I would put all my money on like everything I said last episode is exactly what's going on with that. We saw that all these cameras are in all these different apartments. We've heard this man talk about if I was casting this movie, if I was casting, Dudenoff is making a one-off movie. He put cameras in all the apartments of the deal of all the Arconia, and he's been filming a movie secretly on all the people of the Arconia. And that's what's going to happen. I don't even think that Helga is really a locksmith. I think all that's just a lie. She's like she said, she's like, oh, it's always been my dream to be a locksmith. They're like, really? She's like, no, I'm hot. Like, she's hot because she's an actress. Like, this is all a movie, and he brought those guys in to let him know what he was doing, and all the Westies are basically the extras helping Dudenoff pull this weird movie off that he's shooting, and that's what's going to be all the old school cameras. Like brother sisters, like we wouldn't shoot in that. They're not even 1040, like they're 720. We wouldn't use that, but an old school movie teacher like Dudenoff absolutely would. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Dudenoff's shooting a movie, and that's probably going to come out next episode as well. That'll be like the big reveal, because the Westies are liars. They're all full of shit. And I think what they all want to be actors. They're actors. They're knowingly actors in his movie that he's shooting secretly on everybody else. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
What's up, Phantom? Am I crazy or is there a shot?
Crazy.
He said, no way. Everybody is a murderer. Everybody gets resurrected.
Like I said before to me the other stream, like they had to put his body in the incinerator. So how would he be alive?
Because I don't think they ever did that. I think that whole...
Yeah, exactly. What we saw was a metal thing that was meant to be a replacement for something in the body. Those ashes has not been tested for DNA or anything. So we don't know that he was actually down there.
Yeah, and maybe that's what the tie-in was, because we know the pieces, one of them was in English and one of them was in the other language, Belgian or whatever. And the only one who could read it was Charles. So why was one in Belgian and one in English? Maybe he just ordered one to have it for this, to set it up to make it look like that. I don't know. But why aren't the pieces both in the same language? Like they're from two different things. And I don't think they got put in. Maybe one gets actually used in the body and one's just used to show what they're going to use. I don't know. But yeah, I'm 100% that Dudenoff's just shooting a movie. And that's what all those cameras are doing in people's apartments. He said, DJ long since accused the pig. Oh, dude, I mean, if he can be a caddy, he can be a murderer. The pig's out there murking people. Get it? You can't do a social security fraud and keep getting away with it.
Are you sure?
Is it social security fraud?
If you're a talented hacker, you absolutely can.
And I mean, he could be doing it. He had to step away because he had to play the death. That's going to be part of the movie, or somehow they're going to try to film that into the movie. Maybe that's why he filmed that scene for Helga, so they could have that like tied into the movie or something like that. But yeah, I am positive that there's just, or maybe it's like a snub film and they really did kill him and they're making like a snub film, and that's the crazy, sick, twisted thing they're doing. Maybe that's why Rudy and Vince are always getting things from dead people, because they're out there murking them, making the snub film. And oh, that would get way dark, but that would be insane. Unbelievable. But yeah, there's another movie being made. We got a movie and a movie going. Brother Sisters, I think they might be in on it. They might know about it. Like they said, they don't talk to him. Maybe they talked to him and absolutely know what's going on, and they're just kind of keeping it. Because again, who wrote the contracts with them okaying? Obviously they didn't realize it was written in there, but who wrote the cameras being okay in people's apartments? Who would do that? Like, that's just a weird thing to even write into a contract. So there had to be a specific reason for doing so. This is a comedy. There will be no snuff film. I agree, Jake. That was a little dark twist around the way, but I do believe a film is being made. And it's kind of a dark comedy. It is a show about murders, but yeah, they'll put a twist on it and make it funny. But that's where I'm at with that. Anything crazy you want to get out there before they show us the finale, fandom? Any predictions you got going on?
No, besides Loretta dying, that's my thing.
Loretta's definitely going to be dead. That's the one we're calling. How about you, AK? What are you putting up on the board?
For what exactly?
Just a prediction for the finale.
For the finale, we're going to see Marshall has some very big mental issues, and he's breaking down. So his persona that he thinks is his twin is just another aspect of him dealing with trauma.
Oh, I can't remember. I thought I'd put that together because they did say when she came back and got the note on her door, and then the door fried, and then she said, it had only been a couple of weeks that she's been gone. I don't think Helga's been gone out of the picture that long. I feel like it's only a couple of weeks, but the timeline on this show is a joke. Like, things that were supposed to happen the next night or within a week are all of a sudden a year back later. And then if you go back and actually remember some of the dates that Howard said when he was putting the stuff, taping all that stuff back together, that was from a year ago, and they forgot that they had told us that. So how is that from a year ago? But now we're a year later. It's like, the date, don't try to find the dates on this show. The timeline is, there's a brand effect. Let's just say there is a time machine going back and forth, and that's all I would say about that. But yeah, so what do you think? What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next day? What's your prediction for the finale, AK?
For the finale? Yeah, pretty much what I just said. But everything is not going to be wrapped up. They're still going to leave us some breadcrumbs. And I don't know. I'm still astonished on Marshall being involved. He may just be cosplaying, but he's sus. And that's it. I think a lot more things are going to come to light. Talbert, I suppose, could make a return.
Boo.
I don't. But I think Mabel will definitely be moving into that apartment officially full time and decorating with all of her stuff.
They cashed a lot of checks though, and those Social Security checks come monthly.
Yeah.
They were all in there, so it was at least 4 months. I mean, each one of them did it 3, and did we see one of them do it? Yeah, we saw each one of the Westies do it at least once.
And every now and then it would be 4 of them that do it, which coincides with how our paychecks go here. Because there's 2 months usually where we get a third paycheck.
So yeah, I mean, that's 5 months right there. 5 Westies, 5 checks, at least 5 months he's been gone. The finale will choose your own adventure. Who do you think's gonna
right?
I love those books.
Oh, absolutely.
Have some of those books in the form of like the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew.
Oh, what's up? You think the animal podcast is going to end up getting made? He's going to get the go ahead green light for the Animals with Jobs podcast.
If he
maybe
doesn't,
that's why we haven't been seeing him. He's been busy.
He's been recording. I'm pretty sure 55 was supposed to be the last one, so the trio could be next season's victim. It could be. I mean, that'd be. I can't imagine. Even if they did kill one of the main trio, I mean, we could still have the Saz effect and still have them in a lot of like backflashes or ghost image. Like, they could do whatever with it, but I just don't think they're going to put one of the top 3 down. I don't get that feeling.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. Then it'll be like a bit sad for like the first couple of episodes and figure out. Then they'll like snap and okay, who did the murder?
Oh, AK thinks somebody paid him to send the Westies meat. Who was Vince unwrapping that flag of meat from? I think it's cousin Balky from Bulgaria or whatever.
Yeah.
But
cousin Balky's from Meepos.
But it'll be it'll be like Helga's or Saz's or somebody's relative from over there that's got the
cousin who ham, and he always sings joyfully when there's ham involved.
Or it could just be Dudenoff over there, like get film. He's having his film go down. He has to stay low for now, so he's just over there really living his best life in Bulgaria. And yeah, they're just still doing it. That's why, like, what? He's back. He didn't come say hi. Like, it wasn't because wait, he's back. He can't be back. We killed him. It's back. Like, wait, he's back, and he didn't come tell us because they know they're supposed to be undercover filming this movie. He probably is out there, and they're just cashing his checks while he's gone to make it look like he's gone. So hopefully they tie that all up and don't bring it send that into season 5. We need that. We need a Westies finale ending because the one they gave us was horse shit and none of it was real. So I'm ready for it. But that's going to do it for us. Absolutely fantastic. I am stoked. Man, I don't know. How are you feeling about this season as a whole, Phantom?
Yeah, I'm liking it.
What do you
I
think?
would still say my favorite season is probably still season 2, though.
You like season 2?
Yeah.
Feel it? That's great. That's different. I think season 2 might be my least favorite. It was impossible to figure out because it kind of like this season, they didn't give us anything until the 10th episode. Like it was impossible to figure.
And that's why I loved it.
You will not figure this out before we let you. How about you, AK? What's your favorite season?
Oh wait, did we figure it out? It was Jen in the first season, or no? We thought it was someone else. The murder for the first. Did we even do the first season?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Well, you two did. I wasn't there for the first season.
Okay, but did we guess it was Jen or no?
By the like halfway through it.
Okay.
You had already seen it and told them to watch it.
Yeah, I was I had already watched it. I had already watched the first season, so I was keeping quiet and just kind of letting you go through and kind of
See, that's what I'm saying. Off screen in the background commentary from the Giant Tamer.
She knew.
I'm saying I'm your cheerleader here. Whether you like it or not, ma'am, I got you.
Feel the bridge. So yeah, exactly. That was we played catch up for the first season, which was just amazing going through.
Yeah.
But we got that one about halfway through. And then the second one, season 2, was impossible. There was no figuring it out early.
There were so many avenues that we were all going down.
They kept the biggest nuggets until episode 10. It was impossible. There was just no.
Which was smart.
Yeah, and they're kind of doing that for this one, so I'm with it. But yeah, I hope they give us answer the big ones before they just send off more for the next season. That's
word.
That's why they can't talk about too hard things. The writers leave a lot of things. Yeah, exactly. So I can't wait for it. We're definitely going to be back here next Thursday. And that will be the finale. We'll be back on Tuesday for another one of the Penguin and just going to keep this party train moving. So I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week and it only gets better from here. Till we see you on the next one. Be easy, everybody.